Okay, I think by now we've all heard the news. Pokémon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are coming to the Nintendo Switch by the end of 2018. For those of you who haven't watched the trailer or the press conference of this game, Pokémon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee are reimaginings of the Kanto games, that's Red, Blue and Yellow, with aspects of Pokémon GO added into the mix. And as far as I know, only the first 151 Pokémon of the National Dex are available in this game, so that's Bulbasaur to Mew. I'm not gonna list out the entire thing for obvious reasons. This game is technically a Gen 7 game, just like Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Although it's not a main series game, I will still love to play it. It's somewhere between a main series or a core game, as some of you might call it, and a spin-off game. In this video, of course, you can already tell by the title, I'm gonna tell you guys about my top 5 watts for these games. It's a new style of video I'm gonna do on the channel, definitely. So let me know how you feel about this new style. Although I do know that Eryizo made a similar video to mine on this topic as well, you should check it out. I will put the link in the description as well as the iCard in the top right. However, this is going to be my own video, not a response to Eryizo's video, and with that, let's get into the video. So the first thing I want will be the new and improved storyline in Pokémon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. I'm not going to go into too much detail here because I'm planning to save that for a new video, but basically what I'm thinking is this game takes place about 2 years after the plot of Sun and Moon or Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Depending on which game you play, Lily or Gladion will move from Alola to Kanto, and you may actually see them in Kanto as maybe NPCs or guides, or maybe even your rival to the protagonist, which will be your character, your avatar in that sense. It is also confirmed that Red and Blue will be in-game as well. Red is the champion in Fire Red and Leaf Green. Well, he may still retain his champion title in these games as well. As for Blue though, his grandfather is Professor Oak. Professor Oak being in-game, Blue being in-game, of course, there will be some kind of like interaction between Blue and his grandfather. Maybe Blue will be an assistant at his grandfather's lab, or maybe even take on the lab in the future. I don't know how Pokemon is gonna do it. You can possibly think of him just like Gary in the anime, for those of you who actually watch the anime. Of course, the protagonist may have interactions with Red and Blue, or maybe even Lily or Gladion, but I'd love to talk about this in another video. So let's move on to the next point. Okay, so the second thing I would like in these new games will be new Pokemon and forms. For those of you who have been paying attention, the Alolan forms of Kanto Pokemon will be in-game. And if you watched the trailer, you also noticed that you'll receive a mystery Pokemon from Pokemon GO. I don't know what it's gonna be, so take what I say with a pinch of salt here. It may actually be Mew, because it's an event exclusive in the original Kanto games. It may be Zeraora, although that's pretty unlikely because it's gonna feature only the first 151 Pokemon. It may even be a totally new Pokemon, Generation 8. Although technically this is Generation 7, so I don't know how the Pokémon Company is going to handle that. Maybe it's Lugia or Ho-Oh to promote the two most recent movies, I Choose You and Everyone's Story. You may have also noticed that Lugia and Ho-Oh have been appearing in Pokémon GO recently. So the Pokémon Company may actually include Lugia and Ho-Oh in the roster of Pokémon for Let's Go Pikachu or Let's Go Eevee. Pokemon GO integration, yes, there's something, it's kind of a mixed bag because some people love it, some people hate it, but anyway, I'm all for it. So for those of you who don't already know, you have the ability to transfer Pokemon between Pokemon Let's Go and Pokemon GO. Transferred mons from Pokemon GO will appear in Let's Go in this new feature called Go Park, where you basically re-encounter and recapture the Pokemon. However, once you capture it in Let's Go, you cannot transfer it back into Pokemon Go. Very sad indeed. There will be some difficulty translating from the 3-stat system in Pokemon Go to the 6-stat system in Pokemon Let's Go. So I don't know, you guys can speculate how the Pokemon Company or maybe Gamefreak can deal with that. My next wish for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee will be the visit to the Sevii Islands. Some of you may refer to this as the Orange Islands, but personally, for those who have played the main series games, you would refer to it as the Sevii Islands. Well, we haven't visited these places in a very, very long time. Well, ever since Fire Red and Leaf Green, in fact. And these should be made more accessible due to the Poké Ride feature. Of course, you can ride around on maybe a Lapras, Sharpedo, or any other Pokemon that, you know, swims. This location, the Sevii Islands, is considered very important to many Pokemon fans. Well, because of the Trainer Tower. For those of you who played Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green, you will remember the Trainer Tower as a facility where you can challenge yourself by battling other NPC trainers. It comes in 4 different modes: single battles, double battles, knockout battles, where you basically defeat as many trainers as possible in a given time, and mixed battles, basically a combination of singles, doubles, and knockout. Each mode has 8 stages of difficulty with up to 3 trainers per stage. Once you defeat all 8 stages, you can earn very cool rewards such as evolution items, Metal Coat, Dragon Scale, King's Rock. Those of you who have played the game will remember the VS Seeker, and personally I would love to see the VS Seeker in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, so you can actually rematch the trainers that you have already beaten in the Trainer Tower. So, moving on to my 5th and final point of the day, a visit to Johto. Most fans like me who have played Heart Gold and Soul Silver will remember that Johto and Kanto are interconnected. If you play Gold and Silver or Heart Gold and Soul Silver, you will remember visiting Kanto in the post-game, although I did not do that because I didn't know the post-game existed. But I digress. It's been almost 10 years since I last stepped into Johto in Heart Gold and Soul Silver. That was on my DS Lite. Wow, I can still remember those times with the Pokewalker and all that. By the way, the Pokewalker is getting a revamp with the new Pokeball, I don't know, attachment, I guess. Anyway, with the new graphics on the Switch, it would be nice to see Johto again in those very beautiful 4K graphics, especially with the new sprites, the 3D models. Definitely would like to see Johto again in the revamped system. So this will wrap it up for my top 5 video today. If you want me to discuss any of these individual subpoints in detail, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I may make a new video sometime in the future or whenever that I decide to make it. So this is going to be all from me. Again, this has been TaeganAdventures, and I will be signing off right now. Peace out.